Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we're going to start from lesson number 5, Ad-Darsul Khamisu. So this lesson it consists of duals and plurals in Arabic. So let's go through the qawaid first. So unlike English, in Arabic there is a word for dual, and in English like we have singular and plurals, but in Arabic is singular, dual and plurals. Plurals are of two types. One is called the regular plural, which follow a pattern, and there are the other plurals which don't follow a pattern, and they are called broken plurals. Just like in English we have some patterns, like we add s or es to make plurals, and some we don't add s, like mouse to mice, so those are irregular or broken. So let's start from the duals first. Al musanna mean dual. Al amsilatu, the example. Fil masjidil kadimi madrasatun aw madrasatani. In the old mosque there is a school or two schools. So madrasatani is musanna. Asharhu, the explanation. Ma mana madrasatani. What is the meaning of madrasatani? Nahnu narifu madrasatun. We know that madrasatun. Wahiya mufradun, and this is a singular word. Wa madrasatani, and what question mark, and what is madrasatani? Hiya musanna yadullu ala asnaini. This is the dual which indicates the two things. Wahiya marfuatun, and this is the rafa form. So when it comes with the alif and noon, so like I said, this is gonna follow a pattern. So when it comes with alif and noon, then is gonna be a rafa form, marfua. Maza nafhamu min haza. Fil lugatil arabiyya, what we understand from this. Fil lugatil arabiyya kalimatun tadullu ala isnaini hiyal musanna. In the Arabic language, the word which indicates the double or dual is called musanna, and batakunu, and it is al mufrid. You take the mufrid and add alif noon, ani, and this ani is when this combination, when you see this combination, then that is the rafa fi halatir rafi. So this is the condition of the rafa. This means when we use this word in the rafa form, we will use with mufrad plus ani. So madrasatani is actually madrasatun plus ani. So we know madrasatun is a school, and madrasatani means two schools. And there are some examples. Yushahiduna mizanatil azhari aliyataini. They watch the minarets of Al-Azhar. Al-Azhar is the mosque Al-Azhar aliyataini, the two high minarets. Bana al-Fatimiyuna al-Azhara fi amaini. The Fatimids, so Fatimids, I have here the description. They were the Al-Khilafa Fatimiyya, also known as the Fatimid Empire, was a caliphate extend from the 10th to 20th centuries under the rule of Fatimids and Ismaili Shia dynasty, spanning a large area of North Africa and West Asia. It ranged from Western Mediterranean in the west to Red Sea in the east, The Fatimids trace their ancestry to the Islamic Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's daughter Fatima and her husband Ali, the first Shia Imam. So this from Wikipedia. So they built this Al-Azhar mosque in 2 years. So these are the two examples. Ma kalimatul aliyataini. What is the word aliyataini? Nahnu narifu kalimata aliyatu. We know the word aliya. Aliya means the high. Wahiya mufradun and is singular. Wa narifu aliyatani. And we know aliyatani wa huwa musanna. And aliyatani is musanna, is a dual. So in other words, we know that when we add alif noon, it becomes musanna with the singular. So this we know the singular, we know this now aliyatani, which is the rafa form. So what is the kalima aliyataini? So what is aliyataini? Here aidan musanna, this is also musanna, lakinnaha mansubatun, but this is mansub. Wal musanna yakunu al mufradu plus aini. So in other words, when with the mufrad you add ani, it becomes the rafa. In the marfu form, it is mufrid plus ani, and in the mansub form it is mufrid plus aini. So if you have to change like aliyatun, the high, and you add ya and noon, so it becomes aliyataini, right? So why we use aliyataini here? Because this is coming as a maf'ul bihi. So maf'ul bihi has to be mansub. So this is the mansub form of aliyatun fi halatin nasbin. Wa kalimatu amaini, and we know amaini is a majroor. So bana is the fail, fatimiyuna is the file, and al-azhara is maf'ul with the fatah sign. Fi amaini is jarun wa majrurun, and amaini is a majroor. So aliyataini was mansub, this is majroor, but both have the same addition. So if you add, the ya and noon with the mufrad, it becomes the majroor also. So in other words, for dual there are only two additions. You add ani, then with the mufrad, then for the rafa form, and for nasab and jar you just add for nasab and jar you just add aini, ya and noon, aini, ani, aini. So this is just the combination. Huma masdara ash-shari'atil islamiyati. There are two sources of the Islamic law. Yakifu saihuna yushahiduna mizanatil azhari. The tourists, they stop and they watch the minarets of Al-Azhar. So these are the examples. Now the explanation is hal al-kalimatu masdara wa mizanati mufrid or musanna. So is this mufrid, or these two words are they mufrid or musanna? Because we said musanna, it should have ani or aini, but we don't see ani, aini here. So are they mufrid or musanna? Huma musanna, they are musanna. Walakin but nahnu darasna anal musanna yakunu mufrid plus ani, that we just studied that musanna is mufrid plus ani or mufrid plus aini. So for aina noon, so where is the noon? We don't see. It should be masdarani for dual, and this should be mizanataini, but we don't see this combination or we don't see this combination. For dual it has to have one of these combination depending on if it's a rafa form, nasab or jar. So what is the rule here? Haza musanna mudaf. So this is when musanna becomes mudaf, noon is dropped. Or musanna mudaf biduni nooni. So whenever we use dual as a mudaf, the noon is dropped. So this is actually masdarani, two sources. Mizanataini, two minarets, but noon is dropped because this is mudaf alayhi. Masdara is mudaf, ashriyati mudaf alayhi. Two sources of the Sharia law, Islamic law. And so Mizanati is coming as Mizanatil Azhari, the minarets of Azhari, the Azhar. So this is also mudaf alayhi combination, and then that is why the noon is dropped. So that is the rule here. So now for dual, this is the summary. Fil lughatil arabiyya kalimatun tadullu ala isnaini or isnataini, either if is a masculine dual or feminine dual, so the rules are same, and is called musanna. So what we have to do to make the marfu form of the noun, you just do mufrid plus ani, add ani, and if is for the nasab or jar form, if you wanna use mansoob or majroor noun, then you just do mufrid plus aini. For al mufrid plus ani, this is so we're gonna say marfuun walamatul rafi al alif. Alif is the sign that this is the rafa form. And then for nasab or jar, we're gonna say mansoobun or majroorun walamatul nasbi or jarri is al yaw. So this ya is when you see this ya, that means this is the sign of that this is nasab or jar. So when you see alif, this you just remember that this is alif of musanna and marfu rafa form, and when you see ya with the mufrid with the word, then this is gonna be musanna for nasab or jar. And we also learned that when musanna is used as a mudaf, then is biduni nooni, so then is without noon. So this is the summary of dual. Now jama muzakkar salim, for the plurals, the rules for muzakkar are different than muannas. So now we just doing the rules for muzakkar, the masculine. So amsilatu, there are some example. Yuwaddiyul muslimuna al ibadati. The Muslims, they perform their ibadat, their worships, their rituals. Bana al Fatimiyuna al Azhara fi amaini. Fatimids, they built al Azhar in 2 years. Wa indal Azhari yakifu saihuna. The tourists, they stop near the al Azhar. So these are the some examples. So now we know yuwaddiyu, wadda yuwaddiyu, this is the verb. So now if you want to define, you can also define fe'lun mudariun marfuun walamatul rafi al dammatul muqaddara, estimated damma here, lisikl, because on ya. So this is the fail, this is the file, muslimuna, and this is maful. Similarly, bana al fatimiyuna al azhara fi amaini. Bana is the past tense, so failum madin, and al-Fatimiyuna is the fa'il, al-Azhara is maf'ul, and this fi amaini jarun wa majrurun. And in the Azhari, yakifu is the fa'il, and saihuna is yakifu is the fail, and saihuna is the fa'il. So in this example, we see that al-Muslimuna, al-Fatimiyuna, and as-saihuna, they are coming as fa'il. So fa'il has to be marfu. So in other words, we studying now the plurals in the rafa form. So these are the examples for rafa. The explanation: Hal Muslimuna mufradun or musanna? So is Muslimuna mufrid or musanna? We know mufrid, we know musanna. Musanna takes ani or aini, right? But we don't see here ani or aini. We see una here. So the answer is la haza wa la zaka. Neither it is mufrad nor it is musanna, but here jamun, but it's plural. So hal muslimuna muzakkarun or muannasun? Is muslimuna, is this word muzakkar or muannas? Here muzakkar, we know muslimuna is muzakkar word. Maza nafhamu min haza, but we understand from this. Fil lughatil arabiyya jamun ismuhu jama muzakkar salim. In the Arabic language, the plural is its name. The plural is called jama muzakkar salim. If it's for muzakkar masculine, we say jama muzakkar salim. If it's feminine, then we say jama muannas salim. But here we studying jama muzakkar salim. So al muslimuna is what is actually mufrid plus una. So now this in the dual was ani, aini. Now here for the plural, if it's the rafa, if the dual was rafa, it was ani with the ani for the rafa form. And here if it's the jama, then the rafa form will have una fi halatir rafi. Okay, now let's go through other examples. Yu'allimu fiha al-ulama'ul muslimina. The Muslim scholars, they teach in it, means that Al-Azhar, Jami Al-Azhar, the Al-Azhar University. Ash-Sharhu, the explanation: Hal kalimatul muslimina jama muzakkar salim aidan. So we know yu'allimu is the fail, allama yu'allimu, fiha jarun wa majrur, al-ulama'u, this is the fa'il, fa'ilun marfu'un, walamatul rafi al-damma, we have damma here, and muslimina is maf'ul bihi. So the question is, hal kalimatul muslimina jamhu muzakkar salim aidan? Is this also jama muzakkar salim, just like muslimuna? Or the question is if it's a dual or a plural. So jama muzakkar salim means, is this the masculine plural? Yes, naam. Walakinnaha mansubatun, but it is mansub. So Jamuhul muzakkar salim yakunu al mufrid plus ina. So in the, like, I'm still going back. So in the dual was ani, aini. Ani, if you add mufrid plus ani, was the rafa form. Mufrid plus aini was this combination. This pattern is for nasab or jar form. Similarly, now for the jama muzakkar salim, if it is the rafa, in rafa form, we will do mufrid plus una, and nasab or jar, we add ina. So just like is actually muslimun, so plus ina, so becomes muslimina, and the nasab and jar form is the same. So here is the example for muslimina coming as ism majroor. Al masjidu mukanun muhimmun fi hiyatil muslimina. The mosque is a very important place in the life of Muslims. So al masjid we know is mubtada marfoon. I'm also adding Arab here. Mubtada marfoon walamat rafi al damma do. Makanun is khabrun marfoon walamat rafi al damma. Muhimun is naat. Fi hayati is jarun wa majrurun, and muslimina is, then hayati becomes mudaf, muslimina is mudaf ilayhi. Hayatul muslimina, the life of the Muslims. So this is combination is hayatul muslimina is mudaf ilayhi, and we know mudaf ilayhi has to be majrur. So this muslimina was coming as marfu, as rafa form, as a this muslimina was coming as mansub because it was maful bihi, and this muslimina is coming as a majroor because this is coming as mudaf alayh. But the rule is same. We just have to add ina for if whether it is a mansub or majroor. So same thing. Kalamatul muslimina huna majruratun. So this is ism majroor. Jama muzakkar salim al majruru yakunu misla mansub. So in other words, for ism majrur, the rule is same as ism mansub, means mufrid plus ina. So that was for the Jama muzakkar salim. Now we gonna learn also what happens if we use, if that Jama muzakkar salim is used as a mudaf. Simply just like dual, the noun is dropped. So amsilatu, some example, yahtajuha talibu ilmi. The students, the student of knowledge, they need it. Vayasma'una murshidihim, and they listen to their guides. So the explanation, al talibu wal murshidi mufrad, musanna or jama. So we know the mufrad is talibun, here is murshadun, so it's not mufrad. Musanna, we learned that is gonna be ani, aini. We don't see ani, aini. We see wow here. It should be taliba. And for Jama muzakkar, we learned that it was una and ina. So we none of the sign we see here. But here Jama muzakkar salam. But this is Jama muzakkar salam. And just that noon is dropped here. Walakin nahnu drasna an jama muzakkar salim yakunu al mufrid plus una wal mufrid plus ina. So just like we said, is una, mufrid plus una, rafa, ina, nasab, and ina, jar. So this should have been talibuna, but noon was dropped. Murshidina, noon is dropped. So for aina noon, where is the noon? Huwa, huna, mudafun. So it is mudaf. And this talibul ilmi is mudaf alayhi, murshidihim mudaf alayhi. So for mudaf, when it comes as a mudaf, Jama muzakkar salam comes after mudaf, yakunu biduni nooni. So then noon, it is without noon. So the noon is dropped. So the summary of Jama muzakkar salam is this: fil lughat al arabiyyati kalimatun tadullu ala muzakkarin. In the Arabic language, the word that indicates the muzakkar, aksaru min isnaini, more than two, ismuha Jama muzakkar salam. It is its name, or it is called Jama muzakkar salam. Jama muzakkar salam fil lughat al arabiyyati yakunu. And these are the rules for Jama muzakkar salam. If for the halat rafi, if you have to for the marfu noun, you just make it jama by taking mufrid, the singular, plus add una, just like muslimuna example. And here alamatul rafi al waw. So the waw is the sign of rafa. Similarly, al-mufrid, if you for halat nasb or halat nasb or jar, what you do, add mufrid plus ina, just like muslimina. So, and walamatul nasbi al-yaw, so this ya is halatu, the alamatul nasbi, and alamatul jarri al-yaw. And jama muzakkar salim mudaf yakunu biduni nuni, and this is when it becomes mudaf, then it is without noon. So this let me show you with an example that how this rafa nasab and jar, how we put arab. Just like muslimuna, so no, muslimuna we know is file, and file has to be marfu, so we're gonna say al muslimuna is filun marfuun walamatur rafi al waw. So you see, I'm saying that waw is the sign that this is rafa liannahu jama muzakkar salam, because it is jama muzakkar salam. So similarly, al fatimiyuna is also filun marfuun walamatur rafi al waw liannahu jama muzakkar salam. Similarly, saihuna, the tourist, fa'ilun marfuun walamatul rafi al-waw li'annahu jama muzakkar salim, because this is jama muzakkar salim. And for mansub, because this was fa'il here and this is maf'ul, so al-muslimina, how we gonna define this muslimina? Maf'ul bihi mansubun walamatul nasbi al-yaw. This ya is the sign that this is mansub liannahu jama muzakkar salim, because this is jama muzakkar salim. Similarly, here it is ism majroor, so we're gonna say hiyatul muslimina mudaf mudafli. So muslimina is coming as mudafli, so is mudafli majroorun walamatul jarri al yaw liannahu jama muzakkar salim. So this I gave you the examples of that alamatul rafi and alamatul rafi al waw, alamatul nasbi al yaw, alamatul jarri al yaw. So there was for jama muzakkar salim. Now what about jama muannas salim? But how to make a feminine plural, the regular plural that have the pattern. Let's take these examples. Al-amsilatu fil masjidi tabda'u ikhtifalatu bil ayadi. In the mosque, the celebration begin with the vacations. Wal ayatu al-Quraniyatu, and the Quranic verses. So we see here ikhtifalatu wal ayatu. Ma mana kalimatil ayatu, what is the meaning of the word ayatu? Narifu kalimata ayatun, we know the word ayatun, that the verse. Wahiya mufradun, and this is mufrad singular, this is mufrad singular. Wanarifu kalimatu ayatani, so we know if we, like we learned for dual, whether it is masculine or feminine, we add alif noon to make it marfu, to make it dual marfu. So we now know that ayatun can be ayatani, two verses, by adding alif noon. Wahiya musanna, and this is dual. Walakin ma al ayatu, but what is ayatu? So here jama muannas salim, this is jama muannas salim. Wahuwa yakunu al mufrid. So take the mufrid, which is in this case ayatun biduni ta'u tanis, without that ta marbuta, that ta close ta at the end, and then just add atun. So for the marfu form, take the mufrid and add atun, just like ayatun. Remove the ta marbuta, aya plus atun, ayatun. So ayatun will be plural verses in the marfu form. And wajama muannas salim alamatul rafi al damma. This is for the damma. Alamatul rafi al damma. So the damma at the end is the sign that this is marfu, ayatun. this the dhamma here. Now how to make mansoob and majroor. Example, fihi yuwaddiyul muslimuna al ibadati. In it, in the mosque, the Muslims, they perform the prayers. So the prayers is maful bihi. So has to be it is a mansoob form. Wayakiduna al ijtamaati, and they hold the gatherings. So this is the fail file here, yakiduna, and ijtamaati is maful bihi. Maful bihi has to be mansoob. So these two words are coming as is a mansoob. So the explanation, hal kalimatul ibadati wa kalimatul ijtimaati mufrid or musanna. Is it mufrid or musanna? Is none of these, because mufrid does not have those addition, and musanna, like we learnt before, that is should be for the nasab or jar, it should end up at aini, but this is ati. Huma jama muannas salim, so but they are jama muannas salim. Hal huma marfuani or mansubani or majrurani, are they marfu, mansoob or majroor? We learned that for marfu it has to be atun, but this is ati, atin or ati. So this cannot be marfu, can be mansoob or can be majroor. Huma mansubani maful bihi, but they are mansoob because they are maful bihi. Like I said here, these coming as maful bihi. Walakinnahuma fi nihayati ma'a harakatil kasrati, but they are ending with the harakatul kasra. I mean, if they are, the question is, if they are mansubani, if these two words are mansoob, then they should end with the fatha, but they are ending with the kasra. Al ibadati wal al ijtimaati. Limaza, why? Lianna jama muannas salim, because they are jama muannas salim. These are not the regular nouns, these are jama muannas, these are the plurals, feminine plurals. And for feminine plurals, the nasab, alamatul nasbi is al kasra. So this kasra sign is the sign for that they are jama muannas salim and mansoob. So in other words, when you add atun with the mufrid, it becomes plural, feminine plural, marfu. And if you add atin with, because this is al, so we not say atin, we say ati. If you add with ati, then it is the jama muannas salim for mansoob, and it is the same for majroor. So in jama muannas salim, we are in the above two cases for musanna and for jama muzakkar salim, we were adding two things, but in jama muannas salim we just add one thing, which is alif and ta, but it's atun or atin. So there was the nasab form. For majroor form, let's go through these examples. Tabda'u al-ihtifalatu bil ayadi wa bil munasibatil ukhra. The celebrations begin with the vacation and other occasions. Ukhra, other occasions. So this is bil munasibati. So ba harf jar, al munasibati is a majroor. Now this munasibati is a majroor. Yashrahuna bil lugatin mukhtalifatin. They explain in different languages. So bi lugatin is b is harf jar, lugatin is a majroor. So now we're talking about these two words, al munasibati and lugatin. Asharhu, the explanation. Hal kalimatul munasibati mufrid or musanna? Is this word mufrid or musanna? It cannot be musanna, it cannot be mufrid, because mufrid does not have ending with ati, and musanna does not end up with ati, is ends up with ani, aini, aini, not ati. So, but what is this? Here jama muannas salim. This is jama muannas salim. Hal hiya marfoon, mansubun, or majrurun? Is this marfu, mansub, or majroor? Here majroorun, because this badal harful jarri, this coming after harf jar, which is ba, and ba here. Ma alamatul jarri. What is the sign that this is jar? So this kasra sign is the indication that this is jar. Alamatul jarri al kasratu. So this is kasra at the bottom. This is the sign that this is a majroor. Wa jamul muannas salim alamatul jarri al kasratu. Maza nafamu min kulli haza. What we understand from all this? Fi lugatil arabiyyati kalimatun tadullu ala aksaru min asnataini ismuha jama muannas salim. In the Arabic language, the word that indicates more than two, feminine, isnataini, not masculine, no more than two, feminine. Its name is jama muannas salim. It's called jama muannas salim. Wal jama muannas salim fi lugat al arabiyyati yakunu, and this jama muannas salim in Arabic language becomes like this. You add mufrid biduni taw tanis, without the, just like ayatun, remove the ta marbuta, which is the last part, and then add alif and ta. And for in the marfu case is gonna be atu or atun if it's with al or without al. For mansoob and majroor is gonna be ati and ati. And since there is no noon here, so if whether you use with the mudaf, you don't have to remove anything. So jama muannas salim al mudaf yakunu biduni taghirin, without any change. Like example is fahiya min banatir rasuli, and she is from the daughters of the messenger. So like banatir rasuli is mudaf alayh combination, and we still see that ati is there, so there is no change. Now how we do the i'rab of this, like rafa, I have put some i'rab here. Just like fil masjidi tabdahu, we know this is fail, failun mudariun marfoon walamatu rafi damma, and this is maf'ul bihi. Sorry, this is ihtilafatu, this is the file. Failun marfoon walamatu rafi ad-damma liannahu jama muannas salim. So we see that this damma is the sign that this is jama muannas salim. Lamatu rafi ad-damma. Same for ayatu, and for nasab and jar. So this is fihi yuwaddiul muslimuna al ibadati. The Muslims, they perform their worships in it. So ibadati is coming as a maf'ul bihi here. So because yuwaddiu is the fail, muslimuna is the file, and ibadati is maf'ul. So maf'ul bihi, so we're gonna define this. Maf'ul bihi mansubun walamatul nasbi, lamatul nasbi, this is a typo here, al kasrati is not ya, ya is for masculine, so it's al kasrati. So al ibadati is maf'ul bihi mansubun walamatul nasbi al kasratu liannahu jama muannas salim. So this kasra is the sign that this is maf'ul bihi, this is the mansub. Similarly, al ijtima'ati, this is also coming as after the fail file, so this is maf'ul bihi, and so we're gonna say the same thing. This is written correctly here. So it's maf'ulun bihi mansubun walamatul nasbi al kasratu liannahu jama muannas salim. So when the word is jama muannas salim, the kasra is the sign that this is uh, this is mansoob. It can be majroor because it's the same word. And let's take the kasra example. So like bil munasibati. So this is al munasibati is ism majroor. So then we're gonna say al ba'u harful jarri wal munasibat ism majroor wal amatul jarri al kasra. So the kasra to kasra. Same bi lugatin. So this is we're gonna say al ba'u harful jarri wa lugatin ism majroor wal amatul jarri al kasra li'annahu jamma muannas salim. So this is how we're gonna define it, and this is what it is written here. So you just add at, alif ta, and for atun is gonna be marfu, atin and atin, or atu, ati is gonna ati, or atin is gonna be for nasab or jar. So wal marfuun walamatul rafi ad-damma, wal mansubun walamatul nasbi al kasra. Similarly, wal majruru walamatul jarri al kasra. So just like I showed you how to do the i'rab for Jamma Muannas Salim. So that completes. We studied duals, Jamma Muzakkar Salim and Jamma Muannas Salim, and in the next session we do Jamma Taksir, which is the broken plurals which have no pattern. So I'm gonna stop it here.